you said that they're starting to turn, you know, the tide's starting to turn, and nobody's really talking about this. But since Mason lost his Binance partnership, he's been behaving, and I'll show you why. Right over here. Wait, whoops.
Actually change your life with the crypto market. And once you know and understand what I'm about to tell you in this video, you will be the most powerful archetype in all of crypto. In the words of Richard Hart, there are only two types of people that get extremely rich in crypto. Number one is founders, and number two is holders.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on that? This is the biggest TikTok account, and you know I love TikTok, and you know virality. Well, I don't know if you'd agree, but TikTok is where you go viral, where you become trendy. This is the most viral TikTok account, and he's quoting Hart, which means he's very familiar with what he has to say. And he said he's been watching him for hours. Now he's quoting him. So further validation of what you just said. But what are your thoughts on that?
Mason's a smart kid. I mean, I may have underestimated his ability to adapt. And I mean, I guess this first TikToks that I was watching, I may have been a little prejudgmental about what type of personality type he is, but he obviously is starting to understand. And I think he's come to the logic. I'm sure he's paid a lot of attention to a lot of the input that I put out there too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so I'm thinking he's learning, and good. I'm going to say good for him. You know, that he's taking the time to learn, ask the hard questions, stop pretending to be the expert, and start getting the information he needs to be the expert.
There you go. And I think he has been watching you. And I think a big reason why he's starting to turn around is because the Hex presence on TikTok is unbelievable. I think there was in just 1 month, I think the hashtag Richard Hart got someone tweeted about this. It got like 3 million views, or maybe I think it was 30 million. It was who tweeted this? But we're getting hundreds of millions of views on TikTok. And I think Mason, who's on TikTok, I think that makes a difference. Is it fair to say that the TikTok movement is winning over the hearts and minds?
So here's where TikTok's going to come into play. When you can go on your Robinhood account and buy Hex, TikTok's going to be very effective for Hex. Until there's an easy button for people to click, you're not going to get conversions through your views that you're getting. So right now, this is just a compounding effect where you're getting visibility and awareness, but it's still difficult to go about purchasing. There are multiple steps in order to get Hex. You can't just log into your favorite app and get it. Now, when that does come, that is going to be very powerful. Now, if the apps are watching TikTok for what is popular, that might have a large amount of influence on what they list. And in that case, you will see the result of your TikTok campaign.
So now, overall, the seeds are being planted.
Yeah, the seeds are being planted,
okay,
and that's great. And again, you know, I don't get the kind of results on TikTok that other people get, and you know, I don't even answer my comments, dude. I've probably got like 2,000 comments or something that I haven't even looked at or responded to because I don't care. I just kind of put my information out there, and here's my information. Deal with it. You guys take from what I tell you, and apply it to your own. You know, I'm not going to tell people what to do, right? That's trying to be somebody's leader. I'm not. I want you to be your own leader, you know, and you got to take those incentives. And look, my approval is not everything, buddy. You know, so don't worry about that.
It's big. No, it's big. It's big.
You know, just don't think you have to do everything to please me. You know, I mean, I'm just a holder like everybody else is, and I just happen to have a large voice, and I have a low tolerance for bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. And the problem with these influencers and supporting other influencers is I don't know if these people are someday going to lead people down the wrong path after I've promoted them or I've supported their channel or whatever. So I try not to get attached to people that are doing these things, because we've had it in our own community where people started out talking about X and they've redirected people to other things, and it's been a horror show for them, right?
Yeah.
And that's not what I want for people, and that's why I find it very hard, and I find it even harder to support the mainstream influencers, because I don't think they've learned enough to change their behavior when their whole life has been this certain type of business model, and they might not be capable of going away from that. And look, you know, Mason was making money on sponsorships, right?
Yes.
Well, if he's making money on sponsorships, then, you know, that's how he was making his money. Hex isn't paying him, you know.
Well, it would pay him. It would pay him.
It will. Well, it will pay him through the T-shares, but
He'll pay himself.
He's not getting direct money or funding from that. He's going to, if this is his work, he's going to need some kind of sponsorship to maintain, right? And you know, as anyone else, it's not easy to maintain a channel. Hell, I don't have a channel. You know, I will do like a extended rant every once in a while, but I don't have a channel where I'm doing like regular scheduled streams or anything like that. And I don't want to. I don't want that extra work. So.
All right. Well, I was just showing. So we got 30.4 million views on TikTok for the hashtag Richard Hart, which is crazy. 36.4 plus Richard Hart clips got 487.6. Like, these numbers are not attainable on YouTube or Twitter. So I love that people are starting to get it with TikTok. I do agree, though. It does obviously we need centralized exchange listings definitely to make it more effective. And you said about like influencers, basically you support them and then they come out and they shill garbage. The thing about like the ones, so those are the people that aren't established yet. But the thing about the established ones like Mason and BitBoy, it's like they're already going to shill garbage. Like, you know, they're going to do so. Like, I guess it's better they shill both, right? It's better they do both.
Give people options. It's better to give people options so they at least can try a little of both. You know, if you're going to buy something crappy, you might as well buy something good. Maybe the something good will outweigh the crappy, right? And actually, it's to their advantage, because at least they can say, "Well, I sent you to something, right?" Right? Instead of looking through all their price calls and going, "Oh my God, everything that they actually showed failed." At least they can show one thing that's succeeding, right? At least that will give them some more credibility. So you have to ask yourself, are they doing it because maybe they're doing it because it gains them credibility? I mean, you don't really know what the motivation is. They're going to do what's in their best benefit. Yep. They're going to do what's in their best benefit. When it is in exchanges' best benefit to list Hex, they'll do it. When it's in influencers' best benefits to talk about Hex, they will do it. So you just have to keep in mind, most people are going to do what's in their personal best interest.
Yeah.
And I mean, and we're the first ones to tell you that, right?
Yeah. Because it's in our best interest, because we got
it's in our best
state.
Yeah.
It's true. The difference is that our interests can align. That's really the
difference. Align, yes.
It can.
Because I don't have to step on anybody else to win. I'm already won.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I'm already winning. If the price stays the same, I'm just fine. Yeah. I don't need it to go up to $100. Do I think it can? Yeah, I do. But I don't need it to.